Previously in Kenya, we watched the sky darken in 2007. We cried. We buried our neighbors. Then we were told to move on. But how do you move on when justice never knocked at your door? 2009, a new chapter opened, truth-seeking. The government formed the Truth, Justice, and Reconciliation Commission, TJRC. Its job to investigate historical injustices since 1963. From political assassinations to land grabbing, from torture chambers to economic exclusion, thousands testified. Some wept, some named names. But when the final report was submitted in 2013, it was shelved, censored, gutted. No major arrests followed, no major reforms. Then came the 2010 Constitution, a rare spark in a long night. Voted for overwhelmingly, it promised devolution, accountability, transparency. Counties were created. Power was spread. Hope flickered again. But then came 2013. Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto, once on opposite ends of the 2007 crisis, ran on a unity ticket. Ironically, both were facing charges at the International Criminal Court, ICC, accused of orchestrating the very violence they now promise to heal. Yet their alliance, Jubilee, prevailed. Their campaign, full of nationalism. Their slogan, Tuko Pamoja, we are one. And for a while the country calmed. Not healed, just calmed. But by 2017 the calm cracked again. Raila Odinga ran once more. Alleging rigging, he rejected the results.
As results on the presidential elections is a complete fraud based on a multiplier that fraudulently gave Uhuru Kenyatta votes that were not cast.
The Supreme Court nullified the presidential election, a bold historic move. A fresh election was held. Raila boycotted. Uhuru was declared winner. Tensions soared. Then came January 30th, 2018. Raila swore himself in as the people's president in a dramatic ceremony at Uhuru Park.
I, Raila Amolo Odinga, in full realization of the high calling, assume the office of the people's president of the Republic of Kenya. So help me God.
The state responded with blackouts, threats, shutdowns of media stations. The country was on the verge again. But then, something no one expected. On March 9th, 2018, the second handshake happened. Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga stood on the steps of Harambee House, smiling, hands clasped, talking of peace. They said it was not about power, but about the nation, that Kenya was greater than all of them, and thus began what they called the Building Bridges Initiative, BBI. Its goal? End ethnic division, promote inclusivity, strengthen devolution, tame electoral violence, address historical injustices. It sounded noble, ambitious, necessary. But then criticism emerged. Was it really about unity or about political survival? Many saw BBI as a strategy to restructure the executive and create new power-sharing positions. Some feared it was an attempt to sideline Ruto, now Uhuru's deputy president, but increasingly alienated. The BBI was passed by county assemblies and parliament. But in 2021, the High Court and later the Court of Appeal declared it unconstitutional. It was a blow to the handshake narrative. As BBI crumbled, alliances shifted again. Uhuru backed Raila for the 2022 elections. Ruto ran against both of them, positioning himself as the outsider, the hustler. Once again, Kenya was split. But this time, the language changed, from tribes to classes. The dynasties versus the hustlers. The 2022 elections came. Ruto won narrowly. Raila rejected the results. Protests returned. Tear gas filled the air again. But this time, unlike 2007, the country did not burn. Was that progress or exhaustion? Now Kenya stands in a strange space, tired of politics, yet addicted to it. Used to handshakes, but unsure of what they really mean. Used to apologies, but still waiting for restitution. We've heard leaders say, "We are sorry for the past. We must move forward." Let us forgive. But can a country truly forgive if it has never been told the full truth? This is the age of apologies, of handshakes, of smoke without fire, and wounds that itch beneath the surface. Kenya is still becoming, still remembering, still repeating. But perhaps, somewhere in all the noise, the people are beginning to ask the right questions.
Kwa nini mko leo hapa? Sisi tuko hapa, sisi tulikuwa mboka, hata tuko tuandamane, sisi tulikuwa mboka. Masai nengi. Utadu. Una retaliate mti yangu, una retaliate.